Welcome to StopFake, the place where we uncover disinformation about Ukraine and set the record straight. I'm Irena Chalupa, and I'm thrilled to present this week's edition. Among the fakes this week we present, Ukrainian mass media avoid the topic of refugees. Is Ukraine demanding compensation from Mongolia for the sacking of Kyiv in 1240? Whom did Bulgaria actually invite for its national holiday commemorating the liberation from Ottoman rule? The Turkish president or the Russian one? And this week, Ukrainian media fell for a fake story featuring a Czech tram. Yes, a tram. That's this week's edition of StopFake. So let's get to it. This week, Russia's website Vesti.ru published a story about the construction of a refugee shelter in Yahutin, a small city southeast of Kyiv. According to Vesti, the refugee center will accommodate 250 refugees from Syria and other conflict areas. Seemingly in an anticipation of an increase in crime, local residents are protesting, claims the author of the story. Vladimir Sinelnikov says a wall of silence surrounds this story, and Ukrainian media are intentionally hushing it up. His claim is completely untrue. Even prior to Vesti's report, the reputable Ukrainian weekly newspaper and website Zerkalo Tizhnya, the news website Obozrevatelь, and the magazine Korrespondent all featured stories about the refugee center in Yahutin. On February 27th, the Ukrainian television station Channel 112 also featured a report about this center, and 2 days later, the national television station 1+1 aired this story in prime time during its TSN evening newscast. The press attaché of the Mongolian embassy in the Russian Federation announced that the Ukrainian parliament has requested compensation from Mongolia for the sacking of Kyiv in 1240 by the Golden Horde. There is no information about such a request anywhere on the Ukrainian parliament's website. After a thorough search and investigation, StopFake could not find any trace of such a claim anywhere. The last Ukrainian law in which Mongolia was mentioned is dated 2012. StopFake first exposed this story as a lie in May 2015. The Ukrainian embassy in Mongolia could not confirm that the Ukrainian parliament had in fact demanded any compensation from Mongolia. Later, the Mongolian press attaché, in a comment to the RIA Novosti news agency, renounced his previous claim about the compensation request, saying that he was simply quoting media references on this topic. The Russian publication Pravda.ru published a story claiming that Bulgaria invited the president of Turkey, Recep Erdogan, instead of Russian President Vladimir Putin, to celebrate Ottoman Liberation Day, a national holiday that Bulgaria marks on March 3rd. The source for this story is the site Bulgarian Times. Currently, President Erdogan is on an official visit to Guinea. The Bulgarian publication could not confirm StopFake's request about Erdogan's invitation to Bulgaria, nor could they say which Bulgarian government official the Turkish president was to meet. Shortly thereafter, the Bulgarian Foreign Ministry published a statement saying that Bulgaria had not invited neither Putin nor Erdogan. Only diplomatic representatives would be taking part in the commemoration. The Ukrainian web publication Obozrevatelь published a fake story claiming that a tram traveling at full speed smashed into a police car in the western Ukrainian town of Uzhhorod. This news item was quickly removed from the site, however, it could still be found in Google Cache. Obozrevatel's source for this story is the Lesharkan website, which regularly publishes made-up stories and calls itself the yellowest publication in Uzhhorod. But this city does not and never has had trams. The actual tram pictured is the number 2 tram line that runs from Bila Hora to the Nadraji Hostivar station in Prague. I know because I traveled on this tram line many times during the 11 years that I lived in Prague. The spot on the photograph is Malostransky Namyesti, which is a central square not far from Prague's famous Hradčany Castle. We end this edition with a birthday, our own. 2 years ago, we launched the StopFake website, aimed at freeing our mutual information space from lies, distortion, and disinformation. We began with a single blog and a few news items. Today, we have nearly 200,000 subscribers. StopFake debunks disinformation in 8 languages, and our following on social media continues to grow. Thank you for your support. As we start our 3rd year of setting the record straight, we renew our commitment to that seemingly elusive concept, truth, which, as the good book says, will set us all free, but only if we know it. Help us with your vigilance. Become a critical consumer of information. If you suspect something is fake, send it to us for a truth autopsy. You can always find fresh fakes set straight on the StopFake website. Be vigilant. Beware of fakes. If you spot any disinformation, send it to us. We'll take care of it. That's it for this week. We'll see you next week. I'm Irena Chalupa, and this is StopFake.